welcome to Rambling with Yanira, the podcast, episode 4. Technically the night episode, because if you guys didn't see, well, you guys can't see this, but behind me, the sun is literally setting. I purposely timed it, like I went to my weather app and it told me, I sound like a valley rat. I went to my weather app and it told me that the sun was setting at 7:25 and it's 7:21. So, hopefully the sun sets. You can't, I hope you can see the trees behind me. The trees, I don't know whose house that is. Your trees, so cutesy, and I love that they're right outside my window because it actually gives me a vibe. Anyway, so episode 4, we're like heading into a month. Like, I forgot when my first episode was. Hold on. I love having my MacBook here because it's like my research. But yeah, episode 4, we're heading to a month. I've gotten more comfortable. I've actually have planned stuff out. Like, I'm actually in the mood of doing stuff. Clearly, there's no guest. Usually you could tell when it's literally, like, I've been talking for a minute and it's like, so no one. Yeah, no, sorry. Anyways, so I have actually done a lot this week and it's only Thursday. Crazy enough. And the first thing I want to talk about is my hair. So if you guys didn't know, I have a journey of like coloring my hair. I've dyed my hair, I think it's 11 times. I've counted, like, trust. I will not leave I have let my hair rest. But let me give you a story time. So my hair has been dead for 2 years. And it's quite literally on the brink of death. Not anymore, actually. So basically, I had dyed my hair. I bleached my hair twice, then dyed it purple. Then it was blue after the purple had faded out. Then we bleached it again, dyed it pink, and then I dyed it pink again. And then I dyed it, and then it was just blonde. And then it was, oh, mind you, it's like what's it called? When it's like under your hair, so it's like you have my brown natural hair and then like on the bottom. And then I dyed it red twice, and then I dyed it black for my party because I was not allowed to have colored hair for my party, which, like, I get that. But anyways, my hair was going through it, because duh. And specifically the ends, because the part where it's like under my brown hair, it was like, that was like over dyed. So it was like dyed like 8 times, and then I dyed it red and whatever. So it was like, of course, at some point it decided to go into its breaking point, and it's specifically the ends. So I had wanted to cut my hair, but during my party, my mom really wanted my hair to have, like, wanted my hair to be long, and I was like, okay, you know, reasonable, because it's gonna be styled, and it's like, it's really hard to cooperate with short hair, like, like, I understand. So I left it long, and then I kept postponing cutting my hair, and then it was already black, and I was like, I can't dye it anymore, so I had to, like, do something. I feel like I'm talking so fast. Anyways, I felt like I had to do something with it, like, you know what I mean? So I was like, what does one do with this? Like, I don't know what to do. And then, what's it called? So then after, I was finally allowed to cut it, and then I cut my bangs. And then I still have them. They're very grown out. They're like to my eyes, or like below them, but, because I didn't really like them, and I felt like no one did either. So I just put them to the side, and I don't have them out ever. But, yeah, that was the only thing I did, because I was like, I'm loving my long hair that is literally to the crisp. Like, when you touched it, it sounded like it was burning. So that was my hair, and I was like, I don't know what to do. And then I had wanted to really cut my hair last week of school, and I was just like, I'm gonna wait till the end of this semester, like, of course. Just, I don't know why, I just decided to. And then I just wanted to cut my hair because it felt so dead. Like, when I put it into 2 braids, like, the end would literally just, it was like just going straight. My hair's wavy, like, there wasn't a little curl up. Like, no, girl, it was going straight because it could not, like, the ends of my hair were like wavy, but not like as, like, the girl, okay, the top was wavy, and then the bottom was like the tiniest wave ever. Like, it wasn't even a beach wave at that point. Like, it was nothing. It was like, it was trying to, but it couldn't. So then I finally decided to cut my hair, and then I cut my hair on, I think on Monday. It's Thursday, I think, on Monday. I can't see because I have my phone recording this, but yeah, I cut my hair, because of course. And my mom cut it. And story time and how it got this short. So we were just, I literally told my mom, I really wanted a big change. Let's be honest here. I'm the girl that needs a big change. Like, not because like anything, but just because I love to do stuff with my hair. I love to be, not a whole new person, but like have new things and whatever. So, I literally was like, what do I do? Like, I really just want to cut it. And then my mom was like, sure, but if I mess it up, that's on you. I was like, okay. But also, I'm not gonna pay $30 for a haircut at a hair salon. So I was like, just snip it off. So I washed my hair. My hair was wet. And that was our first mistake. And I didn't catch it. And I don't know. And we were trying to figure out where the dead part was. And you can see it, to be honest, through my wet hair. Because, yeah, so she cut it. And then it was like a tad uneven. And then she was like cutting it. And mind you, my hair's wet. When my hair's wet, it's not the curly type of wet because it's all brushed out. No, girl, it's straight. It's like pin straight when it's wet and brushed out. So we're cutting it. And then later that night, it's fully dry. And I forgot that when you cut your hair, I have really thick hair, so it's like it cuts off a little bit of weight, so it really bounces up. And on top of that, I cut off all the dead. So it was like really alive and like bounced back up. And I was like, oh, okay. So my hair is super short. So that wasn't supposed to happen. And then it took me like, I went through a whole mental breakdown. I was like, girl, you messed up. Like, mind you, I texted two of my friends, Chloe and Vina. Yeah, I texted them being like, shoot, what did I do? I was freaking out because I was like, why did I do that to myself? Like, I was freaking out. I literally sent the pictures. I was like, does it look good? Like, please don't lie to me. Like, I was freaking out. And then it was okay. Like, we did fine. Like, now I like it. And you were like, girl, it wasn't even that long. But mind you, let me explain. This was like the length of, because my hair was in layers. This was the length of some pieces, and then it just, like, it was in layers, so it went down, and then, yeah, it's not like that anymore. And I think this is the shortest my hair has ever been, if I'm being honest. I cut my hair short one time. My mom did, and I think it was longer than this. So I don't know why one of the pieces looks longer than the other. It's not. But truly, we did do a little mess up, but then I really like it. I think it's such like a cute little thing. And also, if you feel my hair, you don't feel the dead anymore. Like, this part of my hair has only been dyed 3 times. Like, it's thriving. And like the top of my head is like super alive because, you know, that's all grown out. And I think I'm just in my like natural hair girly, even though this is not my natural color. Like, it was close enough. Like, whatever. Anyways. And also, you can still see the red in the sun, but like, we don't talk about that. Like, it doesn't exist. Anyway, so that was my week, and I was like going crazy. I think I cut it Sunday. But anyway, okay. So I actually planned out this episode once again. I'm so organized. I started reading The Virgin Suicides. Tell me why. It's not even a spoiler at this point. It tells you how all the 5 sisters died within the first, like, 3 pages. Like, it's not even, like, of course in the description it does say, like, all 5 sisters commit suicide. But I was like, how, though? It doesn't say. And then literally a page in, it was like, how the last one died. And then, like, I was like, what? Like, who was gonna tell me this? So that was really crazy. But I'm supposed to read chapter 3 today. And I have like an audiobook on YouTube. Yeah, so I'm probably gonna listen to that because it's kind of getting late, and I should have read earlier, but I decided not to. But what's it called? It's a really interesting book. I like it more than normal people, sadly, but it is really interesting. The fact that it is from a male perspective is kind of odd, and like the whole point, I know, like, I was seeing like non-spoiler reviews, and it was like, knowing a man was writing this makes me feel icky, because then I feel like I'm like one of the neighborhood boys, and it's like, it's true, because why did one of them sneak into the girl's house? And that's how they find out that one of them, the first girl that dies. Well, no, she tries to die the first time, does it twice. And yeah, like, it was crazy when I found that out. So it is definitely weird And it's like from the perspective of one of the neighborhood boys, because he's like, I just went to a party and whatever. And they don't ever, I don't know if they ever say them. But anyways, it is a tad confusing because it keeps going like back and forth. Because it's from the perspective of a guy talking about from the past. Like, oh, how she died. Like, from the past. But then it's also like explaining the events. And then also like going back. And it's super weird. Because he's like, he already said how they died. And then explains how they died. And then like, he literally in the second chapter talks about the funeral and then like goes back and like the whole thing, and I'm like, okay. But I think it's like such a weird concept of a book, but it's really cool and I need to finish it. There's only 5 chapters. I'm gonna finish it by the end of March. So yeah. Okay. So I learned how to cross stitch. My mom knows how to cross stitch and she's been doing it for years. And then she was like, she's been doing this little name for my nephew. Oh, it's getting dark. Yeah, she's been doing this name for my nephew. His name, like literally his name in like little letters, but like cross stitching him. Very cute. And then I've been seeing her do it, and back in quarantine, we learned how to cross stitch. I did a little Baby Yoda, but like I did Grogu, but then I didn't finish it because I was frustrated. Like cross stitching is kind of hard. So then I just wanted to learn again because she was been doing that project, and my mom she cross stitch, but not like on a regular basis, like every day, other than recently when she's making the name. So she was doing it, and then I was like, oh, how cool, like that's, you know, how cool. And I asked her like, teach me your ways, and she taught me how to cross stitch. And I was like, at first it was so confused, and then the needle kept going out of the thread, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so tired of this. And then I finally finished. So I did these little succulent cactuses, just little plants, and like their little pot. So yeah, and I think it's 5 of them. It took 2 days, not like full 2 days. It took like, I don't know, a couple of hours, but eventually my hands did start hurting. But I did start like picking up my pace. So I think it came out really cute. And really did. I actually really liked how it came out. I was really so surprised that it came out so cutesy. Anyways, so that was my cross stitch journey. It was really stressful though, because I remember my sister was like, isn't cross stitch supposed to be calming? No, it's not. Unless you're a pro. Oh, I bit my tongue. Unless you're a pro. No, girl. Anyways. So, oh my god. Okay, so I need to talk about this, but that's how, like, my cross stitch went. I need to find a way to, like, do a segue into things, like a smooth segue or whatever, but I can't. I just ramble on. So, okay. So, ASMR has been my thing recently. And you may be like, girl, what do you mean? I mean, ASMR has been my thing recently. Like, I'm not joking. So, specifically facial ASMR, like, yeah, I know. It's like really weird for someone to love facial ASMR so much. So yeah. The reason I'm talking so fast also is because I try to slow down my talking. I'm really bad at slow down talking. I'm a rambler as much as I can be. Like I talk really quick, but also the fact that I have a specific time stamp is the reason. Anyways, so what's it called? Okay, I have like 2 more things to talk about. That's why I'm like, I have to hurry up because it's already 15 minutes in. Okay, so so ASMR recently. So I've been having, I had like struggled to sleep, like a couple of months ago, and I started watching ASMR, and I actually went to sleep like that. It was really crazy. And it was like little, like the little triggers, like the random sound triggers. Like this girl was like moving around coffee beans and like touching a pine cone and had a microphone like right next to her hand, and that's why like you could pick it all up, and that's why I loved it. So I really liked it. So I watched it, and then yeah. And then recently, I've always wanted a facial. So I'm not gonna get a facial anytime soon, but I've always wanted a facial, and I was like, I need to see this, and it's been all over my TikTok. specifically this boho med spa. I think that's what her page is called. And oh my god, she films the most incredible videos ever. And then I found her YouTube channel, and girl, why did I sit there watching a 40-minute facial like 40 minutes? And it was in the morning, that's why. But like, truly, I sat down watching a 40-minute facial, dude. Because facials are so okay, like facials are amazing. They're amazing, and you can't even lie that they aren't. Like, they look so amazing. And then also I've been watching Japanese spas, like the Japan. I don't, am I going to Japan anytime soon? No, I don't have a booking for that. But it's like, I've been seeing them, and it's like they do little scalp massages, and then they have that little like it shoots water from each angle, and then it just like moves through your whole head. Girl, bye, because I want it. But yeah, I've been obsessing over that. Then on top of that, I'm telling you, I had a filled week this week. I also went to San Francisco, but I don't think that has to do with anything, because I just went to go see my grandparents. But cover comp. Okay, so I explained this in my first episode, talking about the cover competition that my school is holding, the music club is holding, and how I walked in with choir kids harmonizing, and I was impressed, and I wanted to step out of there because I'm not at their level. So I still had the guts to do it, and so I went through 3 different options. I first wanted to sing En El Olvido by Omar Paulo. That was the whole, like, that was like, I want to do that. Like, it's going to be in Spanish. Like, I'm going to eat up. And then I didn't. I've sang that. I literally posted a video of me singing that song on my YouTube channel and then deleted it because I'm just not confident with singing in Spanish. Because I feel like people are actually going to be like, girl, you can't speak Spanish. Like, get this out of here. So I purposely didn't do it. And then I really wanted to do it. And then I tried. I got the, like, instrumental version. And, like, I was like, okay, let's film it. I filmed it like 30 times. No, I think I filmed like 10 times though. I filmed it a lot, and then it just didn't work for me, and I was very, very sad, like, because I really wanted to and it didn't work. So then I switched it, because I'm trying to find like songs with meaning towards it. So I was like, that song, not because of the meaning, but because it's like I'm singing Spanish, like I'm gonna eat up. I'm different. And then I did what was I made for by Billie Eilish. Because it's like about the woman journey, and it's so beautiful, and it's very sad, but it's like a beautiful, like, I want to sing it. Her voice is too high-pitched for me, and then in the live audience, like, her Oscar performance, the way she sings it is a tad lower, but it's still not in my vocal range, and I have a really hard time singing, because I have a really bad habit of, like, replicating the, singers, like, by their vocal range. So it's like if they sing something high, I can't do that. So then I was like, I can't sing that. So then I picked My Future by Billie Eilish, because that song is really in my vocal range, and it was like there's some like little things I can add, and like, so I picked that song. And I posted it, and I it's due tomorrow, and I submitted it yesterday. And see, my goal is not to win, but I think it's the whole fact that they are choir kids. It's like they have a class by choice. By choice, they have a class like picking like, oh, I want to do. I'm not saying like their goal is to be a singer. Some of them are though. All of them are good at singing. So it's like, and the whole board is watching that. I know they all sing, and I don't want them to be like, girl, why did you even enter it? I don't want to be an embarrassment. Like, it's so bad. Because I'm telling you, I think what really threw me off was the fact that they were harmonizing when I walked in. Because I was like, no, like, they're too good. So I'm just holding my e.l.f. lip oil. I was trying to find the shade, but I don't think it's even on here. Is it on here? Oh, I don't think it's on here. Okay, anyways. So, it was just like, I don't know, like, I'm not super confident, but I think it's the fact that I'm not even trying to win. I think I just want to show them that I can sing. Like, I think we can all sing. No, but truly, I am trying to, like, make them, make it look like, oh, you, like, you're not a contender, but like I actually wanted to do this. Anyway, so that's that. And it takes a lot of guts, and I'm scared. So yeah. Where's my participation trophy? And then lastly, I feel like I'm over time, but anyways, lastly, I wanted to talk about content. Yeah. So recently, I've been watching Nicole Lano. She's been all over my For You page. I mean, my For You page. Sorry, she has been all over my TikTok. Actually, that's a lie, because everyone's wondering what she got into college, what college she went into. Anyway, so what's it called? Okay, so she's a lifestyle YouTuber technically. Like, she does vlogs and she does little motivations, and she's a dancer. But I'm not a dancer, but I do love the lifestyle YouTuber, like vlog with me my weekend, or like day trip, or like all this stuff. And it looks so fun, and I really want to do that stuff, and I want to do vlogs again. But then on top of that, I'm doing this podcast. And the problem is I feel like I can only do one upload a week, because then I'm like not overstimulating. I'm overworking myself. Even though I'm not even editing this thing. I'm doing cuts from here and there, and that's like all I do, and then I upload it. But the problem is also I don't have enough space for a lot of this. Like, I'm at 90 gigabytes out of 128. And you're like, girl, you have 38 gigabytes left. Yeah. But the problem is, every single time I post, YouTube keeps going up and up and up. And I'm like, it goes up like 1 or 2 gigabytes. But like, eventually that catches up. And I can't keep deleting stuff that I actually do need just for this. So I'm like, one upload a week. And then I'm thinking, do I do podcast here and then like video here? And then like switch off every other week? I don't know. I really do want to do content again. And the whole reason, but that's also the reason why I quit YouTube for like 4 months. And if you didn't know that, yeah, that's what happened. So basically, I posted, it was like one of my favorite ideas I'd ever done. It was like painting, and then it's like POV, I'm on FaceTime with you. And then I'm just talking. It's literally me just talking, just like this, but it wasn't like planned out or anything. And it was kind of an update because I had left for like a week or something. I'm sorry, duh. No, I left for like a month or something. I didn't consider it a break. I just didn't have time to upload. So then I finally made a video, and then it got 20 views. And I was mad. I was mad. Oh my god, I love the outside. I was mad. Like, I was like, why did I? Because it also took like hours to edit. And that's the problem with editing a video, is like, I have to cut out multiple things. My editing style, it wasn't even the fact that it was the hardest editing style ever. It's just the fact that it took like 2 hours because of all the footage I had. And I had to delete it, because if it's not short enough for people's attention span, then they're not gonna watch it. So then I was like, I don't know what to do. Like, do I even do it anymore? And then I stopped. And then it was mainly just because of the views. And it's not the fact, because I don't care how many views I get on this one. Like, truly, it's a podcast. I don't expect people to watch it because it's 30 to 40 minutes long. Like, that makes sense. I completely understand that, because I don't think people need to listen to me for 40 minutes. And that's why I'm like, I don't care for how many views. Like, I could get 10 views on this thing, and I'm gonna be like, whatever. But the problem is that with my other video, I felt like, I felt like the whole reason I was posting those were for views. Like, it was like that. And also the problem, oh, my voice cracked. Also the problem was the fact that I got, so basically, I was right after my Kind of Woman cover, and I got 600 and something views on that video. Yeah, and I had gained new subscribers, and I was like, oh my god, like, this is where I'm blowing up. And then my next video got 20 views, and I was like, where's that range? Because my regular view count was like 40 to 60, and then it went to 20, and it just wasn't going up the whole week. And I was like, so what did I just do that for? It's like my one-hit wonder, like, what? So anyway, but I really do want to do like lifestyle content, like day in the life with Yanira. That sounds so fun. Even though I'm not even like the most entertaining person in the whole wide world, I still think it's fun. And I feel like I've been going out a lot more recently. Not like with my friends, with my mom. Yeah, we've been going to like the mall and whatever, so yeah. Anyways, reminiscing with Yanira. Okay, so my past. Okay, so basically, um, I had a pet mouse named Dusty, and I'm gonna give a story time on how we got him. If you didn't know, I love mice. Not like in a creepy way where it's like if a mouse was in my house, like, oh my god, no, not in that way. Oh, it's so dark out right now. I'm saying in a way of like, um, a mouse as a pet. So we got Dusty from like PetSmart, Petco, whichever. But my mom had known I love mice. Like I love the movie Ratatouille. He's a rat, but like, you know, like we all know I love pets. That's why I have a pet lizard. We love Freckles. This is in 5th grade, so I was 10. No, 10. Yeah, I was 10. So I was 10 or 11. I got a pet mouse because my sister or something. I don't remember why I got a pet mouse. Like I don't know what my mom's reason was specifically, but basically she went to go get me my little mouse and what's it called? That was like completely okay, so my sister Kelly and my mom went to go. And then my sister texted me being like, and yeah, I had a phone at 10. Don't mind me. My sister texted me being like, we got a snake. Who 10-year-old me was like, girl, you got a snake? Why'd you get a snake? And then she sent me a picture of the type of snake that they got. And it was like a green snake. And I was like, who asked for, because I didn't ask for a snake. My sister Katie hated snakes. I think she did. I was like, who asked for a snake? No one in this family wanted a snake. And I know for a fact my mom was not a fan of having a snake. So I was like, why did we get a snake? They got me a mouse. And it was a little prank that they pulled on me. So my they were like, come downstairs. They're like, no, I don't want to see the snake. Like, that's creepy. No. Actually, they weren't joking. They got me a mouse, and his name was Dusty, and he was being abused. And I think that's really why my mom really caved in, was because the other, not like by his owner, but he was like, I guess, beaten up by all the other mice. And it's like, how rude. Or like from one other mouse, like how rude. So they got me him, and a mouse lasts a year. He lasts, I think, a little more than a year, like a year and a month, and he was already a couple months. So my mom was like, "Don't get too attached." Not actually, but I'm just saying, like truly. But I had him for like 9 months. I don't know how long. And then he died, sadly. He passed away, and I remember actually I had to take a day off of school. Like 5th grade me was heartbroken because mice are nocturnal, so of course like they're always up at night, and he would always be on his little wheel, like the hamster wheel but for, you know, a mouse, and he would always be on his wheel and you could hear him. And I remember, like, what's it called, he just wasn't going up, and then my sister is the one that noticed. She was like, he's not up, and then I would go and then he wasn't up, and I was like, and then my mom broke the news to me, and I was like, I was in shock. I was very sad, because it's my mouse. It was the only mouse I've ever gotten. But yeah, he passed away. We love Dusty, though. I have 3 pictures of him. I barely had a phone, and let's be honest, I barely use that phone. Like, let me be honest. Like, now I use my phone all the time. Like, I won't even lie. I'm not the girl who's never on her phone. But back then, I was not using my phone. I had just gotten it, so... Do you see that? Do you see how dark it is? And it's currently 7:53. So I was super like, I was so sad. I had to miss a day at school. My mom called the school and she was like, yeah, her pet died. You know, it's like one of those days, you know, how kids feel and stuff. And it was true. I was very sad. I cried. I miss Dusty. Love you, pal. So yeah. I had a pet mouse, and I don't think having a mouse is weird. Like, girl, it's a mouse. I got him from the pet store. He didn't have like diseases. He wasn't carrying around the plague. Like, he literally was in a pet store, fully vaccinated. Like, he had nothing wrong with him, and he was living a hard life already. Like, I'm happy he went to my house. Yeah, and I swear to God, my dad did not like that we had a mouse. And my mom was like okay with it, and I was in love with him. So yeah. Okay, so I have like 8 minutes left, so I don't even know if I'm gonna get to do my activity today, but I really want to get into this. So I've been having a lot of interests recently. So I've been saying interests or opinions. And I'm going into interests because last week I said shows and movies. No, last week I just said shows. No, I said movies too. And then I really wanted to do music this week. But I have my top artists, like, of course. So I'll give you that. My top artists are Jungle. Oh my god. My top artists are Jungle. If you guys don't know who they are. Fortnite actually just came out with their Back on 74 emote. So, like, yeah. So, thank you. They're, like, they have, like, what's it called? A collaboration with, Gap. They were at the Brit Awards. Thank you very much. And lastly, I was their #1 listener on Airbuds, the friend sharing music app. Thank you. So yeah, I'm a big fan. I think I know more about American Girl Dolls than you do, genius. So I'm super into Jungle. I love them. I actually do. And then we all know I'm a huge Olivia Rodrigo fan. Like, actually. Like, last week I literally talked about her. I love her. She's actually so amazing. I sounded a little Irish there. But no, truly, I love Olivia Rodrigo. And then on top of that, I love Jungle. And then, okay, so I used to say Chloe Mariando was my fave artist, but that's a lie. Because I've only listened to her Ghost Spirit Orb EP and my favorite album of, like, all time, which is what's it called? Girl, Why Am I Blinking? Rabbit Hearted. It's my favorite album ever. It's like, if I need a good cry, if I know every single lyric. I love that album, but that's all I've listened to her. And I don't even think she likes that album. My favorite song out of the Rabbit Hearted album is Dream About You. We're Still Going. And then Tyler, the Creator, is a huge... I actually haven't been listening to him recently, like, I know. But I was obsessed with him for, like, a hot minute. In, like, 8th grade, that's all you heard me talking about. Like, I was one of those, and me rolling my eyes, because I'm not anymore. So anyways, but I do listen to Tyler, the Creator, a lot. Like, why do I have his whole discography in my playlist? Don't know. Same thing with Olivia Rodrigo, though. And then, what's it called? Frank Ocean is another one, of course. Yeah, I love Frank Ocean, specifically, and I'm gonna give my favorite song in each one. So for Jungle, I love Back on 74, but then I also love Every Night by Jungle. Then for Olivia Rodrigo, my favorite song is Lacy, of course, or Favorite Crime. Wait, I don't know. I forgot. It's Trade or a Favorite Crime, or it's both of them. But my favorite song is Lacy. Then we have Tyler, the Creator, and my favorite song is always, it has always been, well, it hasn't always been, because this album came out in 2022, but it's 2021, which is, my favorite song is Sweet / I Thought You Wanted to Dance. It's, yeah. I probably have way more, but it's like off the top of my head, that's the song I would give you. And I don't care, it's a 9-minute long song, and guess what? I'm gonna listen to the whole thing every single time. What's it called? Then, who was the last artist I just said? Oh, Frank Ocean. My favorite song by Frank Ocean, not a hidden song, trust, it's not like underground, it's Ivy. I love the song Ivy. It's pitch black outside now, so I love the song Ivy. Kid you not. I had an obsession with it. I still love that song so much. So it's not even like out of my, yeah. And then, oh God. And then, recently I've been trying to get into more artists and more, like, she's so cool, she's so different. And I've been listening, so I'm trying to listen to more, like, albums and whatever. Here, I'm trying to see if you have any albums that I can react to, hit me up. Like, I don't know. I really need to expand my music taste, even though my playlist is 51 hours right now. Yeah, it's a tad long, and what about it? And you know what's actually so funny? Hold on, let me explain this real quick. My favorite song is not out of any of my favorite artists. And isn't that so funny? It just means that, like, girl, I'm expanding, but it's not out of my favorite artists at all. Like, my favorite song's not out of Jungle, not out of Olivia. Call It Fate, Call It Karma. Can I waste all your time living on the sidewalk? That song is my favorite song on earth. No joke. It's such a beautiful song. And it's my favorite song, but I don't listen to The Strokes other than Don't Go There and You Never Return. I forgot that song name. That's the only other song I know from them. And I don't listen to them, but it's my favorite song. I've been recently into, like, oldies music, and when I talk about oldies music, I mean, like, the 60s to 80s music, like, but specifically the 60s, like Elvis's time. Is that Elvis's time? Like, old me, like Frank Sinatra, like, old girl, like, old, like, ancient time. Yeah, my parents weren't even thought of, like, it's that old. So I'm also, like, an 80s girl. I also love Queen. And I'm super over my time limit. So I thank you guys so much for listening to my podcast. And I hope you like it. And there's probably going to be a guest next week. And bye-bye.